Welcome to the Bad Bitch Collective. I am your host, Demi motherfucking Cannon, and this is the space for black sheep leaders, bold conversations, and the identity upgrades required to build the business, hold the money, and live your most authentic life. If you're ready to stop shrinking and stop hiding, buckle up, babe. Let's go. All right, bitches and big dogs, we're back with another solo cast, and I really wanted to talk about today desire. Desire. And I want to ask you, if you can sit for a moment and think about it, what is it that you really desire in your life? Not what your parents said you should have, not what society says you should have, not what your fucking partner thinks that they want. What is it that you really desire? And when we come to this at a core level, it's usually a few things, okay? Money plays a big part. We think we desire more money. Love and connection, right? We desire to meet someone who's going to love us unconditionally, okay? And other times we might desire travel, we might desire even to be in big spaces. Maybe you desire to be famous, bitch. All right? I'm not gonna lie. I definitely want to be well motherfucking known. And so I want you to delve into your desire, because oftentimes we sit in this space of just accepting what the fuck life is. All right? And I want to talk to you a little bit about desire, because truthfully, desire is the space that dreams are born. But if you sit too long in just desire, then you are ultimately sitting in a space of waiting, okay? If we're constantly waiting for life to happen to us, then we're going to be like really fucking disappointed. And I want to let this land for you, okay? Anytime you think that you desire something outside of yourself, all you really desire is the feeling that that thing is going to give you. Let that land for a second. If you desire money, you might just be desiring safety. You might just be desiring relief. Or if you want big money, then what you really desire is freedom, is choice, okay? Because it's not the physical money, but it's what money can provide for you. All right? At a core level, when you understand this concept, okay, and if you know anything about manifestation work or about how we achieve things, if you can work on feeling that feeling internally first, then you are more likely to receive the external much faster. All right. If you're somebody who desires, love or a partner, the truth is what you're desiring is connection and just love. Yeah, you are desiring love. You are desiring to be seen, to be felt, to be honored. Okay, but anytime you're coming from that lack, just desire, you're outsourcing your power. So this work that I do with authenticity, the reason it works with business, with love, with self, is because at a core level, what all of this means is you validating and coming from a space of wholeness. So instead of just, chasing the money or chasing the man or chasing the fucking views or the viral goddamn motherfucking moments, whatever, you start to feel that way internally first. And if you can imagine, right? I don't know if I've used this analogy before, but if you can imagine like a tree, it's deeply rooted, okay? So the little leaves up here, that they might sway a little bit in the wind, but the root normally, it's never shaken. And so ultimately, as a human being, that's what you want. You want to never really be shaken by life situations or circumstances or fucking troll. Sally the troll commented on your shit and now you feel like a piece of shit, right? So I always share with you, like, my visibility is quite large now. I have over 60 something thousand followers across my platforms, and I've had lots of viral reels, and I share lots of controversial shit, guys, all right? And people sometimes comment hate stuff, but I'm never shaken. I'm honestly, there's not really anything anybody could say to me that I would be shook by, but it's because I've done the internal work to root the bottom of the tree, you see, all right? I'm not starving for anything from anybody else. And so when we come back to that energy of desire, right? You thinking about what are the potentialities for my life? What are the possibilities? What is it that my heart really, truly fucking wants? And then I want you to ask yourself, why are you not taking steps towards that? And I want you to be really honest with yourself right now. Like, why are you not taking steps towards that? Why are you not building a business? Why are you not, maybe you're not even on dating apps, all right? Why are you not filling your cup first? Why are you not going to the gym? Why are you not eating well? Why are you not, all right? And then at a core point, and that, if we can anchor it to one thing, it's a lack of self-belief and sometimes a lack of self-love. Yeah. And so we look to the external realm to validate our internal self. But when you do that, you're constantly chasing. And so I'm going to put it in these terms. One day you might receive a viral reel, or one day a man approaches you, or one day you hit this amount of money. But the next day comes and you don't receive that. And all of a sudden you went from up here to all the way down here. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I know that you felt it before, okay? So the point of this inner work, this authenticity work that I do, is that if your baseline is here and you are deeply rooted, of course, sometimes you're going to wobble a little bit, right? Of course you are, 100%. But you're not going to be all the way down here. And you're not going to mean the external not coming in means something about you. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy. It doesn't mean that you're not good at what you do. It doesn't mean that you're not lovable. Okay, because you're anchored in yourself. And in that, you truthfully stop chasing. You stop chasing something outside of yourself. And honestly, because of the laws of the universe, the shit just lands, guys. I fucking promise you now, okay? So the core things are gone over. What is your desire? And then I want you to answer honestly in your own terms, because there might be other reasons. Why are you not, moving after, taking steps towards the things that you desire? Okay. And we know that at that, it's self-belief or self-love. And then the third thing I want to talk about is this energy of fear. And I will say across the board, if you're a man listening to this or if you're a woman, because of the lack of self-belief, there's oftentimes this conditioning around, well, like, what if I fail? So if you need to, let your human self journey into that. What if you do fail? If I post this and people hate it, what is the worst that's going to happen? They're going to comment, I'm a piece of shit, that I'm wrong, I'm ugly, I'm fat, la la. Okay. And is that true for you? If that's the worst that's going to happen, are you going to die? No. If I start this business and I don't make the money I want, what is the worst that is going to happen? And if you can sit with and your brain can comprehend, I am not going to die, it leads us to our next step. The first little piece of action, okay? And most people make this too far. Most people make it too motherfucking far, okay? Most people, I'm going to use gym for an example because it's super easy for people to comprehend and understand, regardless of what level of life or whatever you're at, okay? Let's say you have not gone to the gym for over a year, or maybe you've never motherfucking gone, okay? You will put this pressure on yourself that the action step needs to be, I must go to gym every single motherfucking day. At 6 a.m. I have to get up, right? And you've never even fucking gone before, or you dipped off that shit for the last year. Your brain is going to register, it's too motherfucking hard. You're going to get up in the mornings, your 6 a.m. alarm goes off, I can't be fucked, I'll start tomorrow. Right? Instead, we make it a micro action piece. Okay? Any goal you can do this with. Micro action piece, all right? The moment your brain, it might be throughout the day, says gym comes up, right? And a feeling sense rises within you. Instead of physically going to the gym, stop right there and do 10 squats. That's a micro action piece. And in that moment right there, you've now built self-trust. You've now built self-belief. And if you do that every time you think of gym, I promise you that eventually you'll be able to reach your goal. And so this works across the platform with every fucking thing. If you are somebody who struggles, you want to be an influencer, you want to be online, you want to be creating content, but you're too motherfucking scared to press record on the camera, or when you do, your asshole shrinks and you like this, all right? Just on a side note, I do have a challenge, 7-day challenge coming up soon called the Wildly Expressed Woman. That is only for women and men. I love you. I will soon create something for you. But if you press record and you shit yourself, right? Instead, do this, okay? Sit down, record it, knowing that you're not going to post it, All right, sit down and record it. Flip it to the back camera so you don't have to see yourself if you need to for the first go, and just waffle on. Just let yourself be inside of that. Then what I want you to do is just sit down and you watch it. You just watch it. And in that moment, I want you to notice. What you will notice is parts of you cringing. Oh my God, I look so stupid. Oh my God, I look ugly. All of this internal fucking shit that comes up, right? I want you to notice that part. And then I want you to say, instead, I know that right now I feel this way, but I'm also so fucking proud of myself for doing that. That's it. Okay? And then you continue in this way until one day you just post the goddamn thing. Maybe you share it with friends first. Maybe you, right? Like, or people that are safe. Not all friends are good friends, okay? Some of these motherfuckers be hating. So pick people that are going to actually love and support you, all right? But this is how we micro step towards our goals. So it's not that you can never have the things that you desire, my loves. It's just, this is the deeper inner work, okay? You figure out what you desire, understand that you have to feel this way first. You then look at why you're not doing the thing, the story you're fucking telling yourself, okay? And then you choose to dip into the action, which is really the embodiment, okay? And so this is the type of work that I do with my clients, especially inside of authenticity codes. And the really cool thing about the way that we do this is you learn all of those things, you delve into the shadow work prompts like cool. And then I get you to do a challenge. Every single module has you doing a motherfucking challenge, okay? Because that's where you're going to be stretched out of your comfort zone. That's where you're then going to prove to yourself, hey, that was scary as shit, but did I fucking die? I'm still alive. Oh my God. And then after that, we teach you to celebrate. So I get on there, bitch, I'm shaking my ass. I'm dancing and stuff with you, right? To encourage you to celebrate, because oftentimes we're wired, our brain is wired for, negativity. It's wired to survive, okay? And so most of the time you will just look out for, oh, I haven't achieved this yet. I haven't done that. I said I was going to go to gym 6 days and I haven't done this. So if you start to create evidence in your brain and you start to actually show up for yourself in those micro little fucking moments I just shared with you about, you will start to begin trusting yourself so fucking much. And in that's how you grow the capacity to be able to start the business, to go after a man, and stop settling for shit. That's a whole nother episode I got to do shit on. That you have the fucking, to raise your prices, to start sharing shit more real online. Like, it's in these micro little moments, okay? So whatever level you're at, encouraging you to do that. I just felt like I wanted to come on here today and really share that, because this energy of desire has been coming up. And I think sometimes we just cock block ourselves from what we actually think is fucking possible. So I would love for you to give this little challenge a go, all right? And when you do, find me on socials or comment down below. I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I would love to hear your feedback. And if you are interested inside of Authenticity Codes in joining us, our sisterhood, doors are open. Feel free to hit me up. And I will see you in the next episode. Love you. If you loved this episode, it would mean so much to me if you were to subscribe to this, and also if you were to share this with somebody who needs to get the fuck out of their own way and start stepping into their most authentic, wealthy, successful, bad bitch self. If you'd like to connect with me deeper, you can find me at Demi Cannon across all platforms. And if you'd like to work with me at a one-to-one or in one of my group containers, the links are down below. I love you. Go do the fucking thing.